What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the movie Den of Thieves Part 2, Pantera. So yes, the first one came out in 2018. I like that one, the first Den of Thieves. And now, 7 years later, we getting Part 2. I don't know what took them so long to come out with it. So yeah, and this movie is an action slash thriller. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And I'm a big fan of heist movies. I love heist movies, especially the Ben Affleck when Ben Affleck played in The Town. I like that one. I like Heat. That was a good one. And I like Ocean's 11. And I like Cradle to the Grave with DMX and Jet Li that came out in 2003. Those are my top heist movies right here. And I'm also include Den of Thieves, the part one. I'm gonna include that one too. But yeah, enough of that. I'll talk about that later on in another video. Nicholas O'Brien gets embroiled in the treacherous and unpredictable world of diamond thieves as he pursues career criminal Donnie Wilson to Europe. The director of this film is Christian Jugis. I don't know if I said his name right, but he directed the first one, the first Den of Thieves. Now, the main actor, Gerard Butler, man, he's my favorite actor, man. One of my favorite actors. In this movie, his name was Big Nick. They called him Big Nick, Nicholas O'Brien. He was a police officer in this film. And through the movies, even through the first movie, Den of Thieves, he played a good cop, bad cop. He's like he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's confused. He don't know if he want to play the good role or the bad role, because even though he's a police officer, he's still enticed and he wants to do the wrong things too at the same time. But also he wants to do the good things. So he's confused as a police officer what he wants to do. But he did an amazing job with this character. Amazing job as usual. I love most of his movies. So great job to Gerard Butler. And we got O'Shea Jackson Jr. That's Ice Cube's son. He played Donnie Wilson in this film. He played the Diamond Thief, and he's very talented. He did a great job with his performance in this film. Great performance as usual. Hey, I got nothing to say about it, man. He did a great job. I just wish the direction of the movie was better. And the other character is Evin Ahmad. She played the boss of the heist. She was the lead of the heist going down. And I enjoyed her acting. I really did. Her performance was outstanding. It was so much pressure on her, to make sure this heist go as planned. So I feel the pressure that she had to go through. But yeah, hey, she played her character very well. I appreciate that. Now, y'all, you see me breathing hard on this one. I gotta go over the dislikes of this film, the dislikes. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't mean to talk about the first Den of Thieves, but I enjoyed the first Den of Thieves better. I enjoyed that one better with 50 Cent. And the other guy that was playing in there too, he was like a military guy in that film, or the first one. It was four of them all together. And it seemed like they had more of a bond in the first one than the second movie, with just Gerard and O'Shea. It was all right though, but I like when 50 Cent, the other military guy, and Gerard and O'Shea was all those four together. It was more character development in the first film than this second one. To me, I didn't like this second one too much because it was just too many characters. Too many characters involved with this. It was just too many new ones. I didn't like the new characters in this movie. I just couldn't gravitate to them at all. That kind of lost my attention a little bit. Now, also, the new characters in this movie, there was no backstory to them at all. I didn't know why they wanted to do the heist. It was just no backstory at all. They just appeared in the movie. You know what it is? I didn't know nothing about them. So that irritated me a little bit. Then on top of that, the beginning and the middle of this movie, it drags. Just a warning to y'all if y'all want to go see this. The movie drags in the beginning and the middle of this film. It's too much dialogue. But once you get to the ending of the movie, it picks up and you can see the action. And I like, how they did the heist. So I like that. And yeah, this movie took them a long time to make this plan for this operation of this heist. It took them a long time. I'm like, come on, can y'all speed it up? Like I said, you have to have patience with this movie. You really have to have patience. And the pacing was just too slow for me. The pacing was too slow. So I was like, come on now, pick up the pace a little bit. Now, one thing that irritated me watching this movie, it was hard to understand some of the characters in this movie because of the accents. Understand this movie was based in France. So you have people with these French accents, and it was kind of hard for me to understand the characters because I had to strain my ears just to understand what was going on a little bit. I don't like doing that, during the movies. And another thing that was a failure to me, the comedy in this movie was lacking. I mean, I didn't even laugh at none of the jokes in this movie. They try to make it, you know, hilarious and humorous at the same time, but I didn't laugh at anything. It was dry to me. The comedy was dry. And this movie to me was too long. Like I said, the movie was 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I think this movie should have been at least an hour and 45 minutes. Especially if they're going to make it like this, to make it drag like this, they should have had it an hour and 45 minutes. So yeah. Now, if you want to see this movie, there is barely no action in this movie at all. Now, you will see action in the ending of the movie. And that's why I like the first Den of Thieves better, because I gave the first Den of Thieves a 10 out of 10. That was a classic. Because it had a lot of action in that movie. It had a lot of action in the first one, from beginning throughout the whole movie. Then on top of that, it was more intense. And for the first movie, it seemed like the characters had more charisma and chemistry with each other. Now I'm gonna go over the likes in this film. The performance was done to perfection. I had no problems with nobody's acting. Everybody did a great job with their acting. The film looks beautiful. I love the shots and camera angles. The production value was great. The movie looks nice. It looks nice, very crisp, and appealing to look at. This movie was appealing to look at. And the heist was intriguing. I love how they showed the complex and intricate situations they had to go through. I like that. Now, I'm going to give this movie a 5 out of 10. Yes, a 5 out of 10. It just didn't meet my expectations at all. I think it lacked the characters that I liked in the first one. So, then the storyline was just dragging too long. So, I'm going to have to give this a 5 out of 10. And I know I said I was going to watch this movie, A Fire Inside. I decided not to. I'm not going to do a review on that movie because I don't want to reveal movies from the last year. Now we in the new year now, so I'm going to pass on that. Now, my next movie review will be this movie called Companion. I looked at the trailer, that might be good, so that's going to be my next movie I'm going to watch, and that's coming out the ending of this month. So I'm going to watch that, then I'm going to do a review on that. And yeah, you know, I'm going to keep hitting y'all with so many movie reviews. February is going to be a good month for me, because I have a lot of favorite movies in February that I want to watch. So yeah, I hope you like this movie review. Leave some comments in the section if you'd like to. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. And I'm going to see y'all soon. All right, I'm out.